You just hear that when Americans talk about Europe, they think Paris is the capital and I don't know.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kalina from the US and this is Jan from Germany.
Hi.
In today's video, Jan is going to share, as a German, what he really thinks about the USA. So he's never been to the USA, so these are just based on stereotypes or personal opinions. So let's see what he has to say.
So I made a list with pros and cons. It turns out that they're more cons than pros. I'm sorry for that, but it's not like only my opinion, because sometimes I'm totally disagree to that. But I will share you what I think, what it's my opinion or what's others' opinion. Let's start with the first one. Many Germans think that US has a bad school education. I don't know, I cannot really talk about that. What I just know, and maybe you can correct me, because what we always see about from films or movies, that it's just a multiple choice test and you never should write something down, and they only know. That's not true. They only know about American history, and that's what I just know.
I think we have a bigger emphasis on American history as we are Americans. The thing is that education in the US, each state has their own requirements for the education. So depending on what state you're from, you could be getting a better or worse education. And I noticed that because I moved during my education. I could tell that the education was at a lower level in certain states. I think it really just depends what state you're from in America, but I personally feel like I had a good education.
So we will never know. Many Germans think that America is the land of the free, that you can do everything what you want. Like, I don't know, when you have your own property, you can do and build whatever you like because no one can, there are no rules against you. I don't believe that, because I guess they have similar rules.
Yeah, I think it depends on where you live. But if you own a lot of land and property, you can kind of do whatever you want on that property, depending on what type of property, etc.
You hear a lot of bad news from US, like shootings, bigger crimes, or serial killers, and most people in Germany are really scared about that. They're like, oh, this would never happen here in Germany. And they're like, oh, this again in US, so...
Are there, like, notorious German serial killers?
Yeah, there are, of course, some notorious serial killers here in Germany as well.
But it's definitely more common in the US, or to hear that in the news.
Yeah, and I guess it's a bigger country. There live more people instead, or like compared to Germany. It's not an excuse, but you just hear bad negative things from US more than here in Germany, actually. People here in Germany really like or love trends from US, so they copy them. They always see, like, through the West what they're doing now, and or they follow the trends. So
the land of the trendsetters.
Yeah.
Influencers.
Guess, yeah, there are many influences for German citizens.
What is your favorite American trend?
I guess there are many things, like wearing jeans. It starts with wearing jeans because it's so easy.
That did not happen in your lifetime, though.
Yeah, but what I like is really the music. There's so many good music from US, which I like. Movies, all the stuff, like all the media stuff, actually. Mm-hmm. I cannot really tell you right now what's my favorite trend right now, but they have good stuff. Also the food, I really like that. And now that's another thing. Like many German things that US they only eat fast food, but not the full truth. It always depends, because they're not, like, it depends always on the people.
Of course.
And
I think America's just known for fast food because we created so many big things like McDonald's and Burger King, all of this crazy fast food. So Europeans tend to think that Americans are fat and they just eat greasy food all the time, especially because popular American foods over here that you would see served are burgers and hot dogs and just really heavy greasy food.
Yeah.
But we do have other food than that.
And what I see is there's a trend right now, like, oh, it's a long time now ago, that more and more people from US try to, are being healthy, living healthy, stay healthy, just only eat vegetables. I don't know, something like
Only
that.
vegetables.
No, not only vegetables, but there
A
are many
more
people who
plant-based diet.
do this and do sports activity. And what I just figure out when I spent now some Thanksgiving with you, food about American food, what I never hear from, and it's so healthy and delicious. So that's not the whole truth when you just say that they only eat fast food. That's not true, definitely. For Germans, everything is bigger in US, like the cars, the houses, and you have
this is true.
Yeah, you have this from Texas. Like in Texas, everything bigger, but for German, is everything is in US is bigger. So I was talking already about the movies and music, but this is what most Germans think about, that America makes great music, makes great movies, and they just love it. So, point.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
American media, I think, has taken over the world. It's popular no matter where you go.
Most Germans think that America doesn't know anything about history, especially from Europe, or like geography from Europe or from the whole world. I don't want to say that every German knows where everything is, but yeah, I don't.
Some Americans maybe are worse at geography. I will argue that America is so large that we have so many states that are maybe equivalent to European countries in size-wise. So all these Europeans are like, oh, Americans know nothing about European geography, but can you name where the states are in the US? This is something to think about.
I guess many Germans don't know anything about states, maybe only Texas, California, only the bigger ones. I wouldn't judge someone when they don't know anything about another country, but yeah, but you just hear that when Americans talk about Europe, they think Paris is the capital, and I don't know. Most Germans think that America is a powerful and strong nation, and I can just agree to that. They have a big economy, they have most of the big companies in their country, so many Germans see them as a big, strong, powerful nation, and it's true.
But do you think this has changed in recent years?
Yeah, I think that China is going up pretty fast, and they can become, or they already the biggest nation.
They probably already are.
Yeah, so
watch out, America.
Most Germans think that employees in America has no vacation days, only like 2 weeks, and that's enough, like for them, and they don't need so much because they just work all the time.
Yeah, work culture is a big thing in the US. This is true for a lot of companies. They have such little vacation time. And I was just talking to a friend about this, and she only had 1 week of vacation for the whole year, and that's crazy. But a lot of younger companies, more like startups in the US, are trying to make more like these like fun work environments and giving more vacation days or paid vacations to their employees, which hopefully is better in the long run. We need vacation days.
Germans think that Americans hate soccer, or they don't like soccer at all. They just say that's not a real sport.
We're a football nation.
So
American football. I don't even like American football. Actually, a lot of Americans play soccer, or at least when you're young, it's really common to play soccer. At least in the Pacific Northwest, everybody grew up playing Little League soccer. I was on a team for so many years. I say we like soccer, but we're not a soccer nation, you know. We have that deep love for this American football and for baseball that overshadow soccer.
Yeah.
And we're not as good at soccer.
Here's a bad thing to say, but many German thinks that American beer is pretty worse. So they said like, this is not real beer, and we just do so much better beer. And yeah.
I don't know about that.
Many Germans do like the American traditions, and they copy it. Like Thanksgiving is more uncommon to celebrate that. Also Halloween, what I told already in the Halloween. You can see that here. Just look in other videos, we're talking about Halloween, about how it becomes more and more normal.
I think this is thanks to the media, right? That you see in so many American movies or other types of media celebrating Halloween or Thanksgiving or Valentine's Day. Like these are really like popular things in America that have become more and more popular in places
definitely.
like Germany.
These are just my opinions, so don't get upset when you don't like it. Please leave us a comment when you disagree or when you agree to that. We appreciate all your comments. And
this is a safe place. Hopefully one day Jan will actually go to America and we can bust some of these stereotypes and see what's really true. But until then, keep watching, like this video, and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Aktienindex. Tax, not what's the Wall Street doing?
Financial.
BDP. You know what a BDP is?